morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 130. It is another giant stride lesson, as I mentioned at the end of yesterday's lesson. And it is also like a summation of the two previous lessons that we have had. It is lesson 130. It is impossible to see two worlds. And please subscribe. So, the past two lessons, and I'm sure you remember them, but the world I see holds nothing that I want. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. And then today, it is impossible to see two worlds. So basically, it's just saying it's time to choose. We have to choose which of these two worlds do we want to see. And I'm very briefly, though, going to bring in one of our first 50, and it was lesson 33, that there is another way of looking at the world. So it blends in, weaves in for our tapestry so beautifully. And lesson 33 said, today's idea is an attempt to recognize that you can shift your perception of the world in both its outer and inner aspects. So that is what we're doing today. It's impossible to see two worlds. Which one am I going to choose? The outer world, what I'm perceiving outside of me, which is all my ego world, not the world I want, or going deeper into the inner aspects of the world, which is the world I truly want to see, because that is the world where peace and joy abide, where God is, where I am truly meant to be. Today's lesson begins, perception is consistent. What you see reflects your thinking, and your thinking but reflects your choice of what you want to see. So here's that choice. What do I want to see? Which world is calling to me? Which world do I feel most comfortable in, and I can see myself being there and being happy? Well, probably I might think it's that outer world, that ego world. But very soon after choosing that, I will realize that is not the world I want. The world I see is not the world I want. And beyond this world, there is a world I want. It's impossible to see two worlds. I must choose. There are so many lessons and parts of the course that are basically telling us time to choose. We have to choose between the ego and to God. We have to choose, where is it we truly want to be? Is it our big self, our true self, or is that little self, that limited self? Which am I choosing? Where do I want to be? Your values are determining this, or determiners of this. For what you value, you must want to see, believing what you see is really there. No one can see a world his mind has not accorded value, and no one can fail to look upon what he believes he wants. So this is where we must go in to realize, what is it I want? What do I really, really want? Going to the lesson, paragraph 4, fear has made everything you think you see, all separation, all distinctions, and the multitude of differences you believe make up the world. They are not there. Love's enemy has made them up. Yet love can have no enemy, and so they have no cause, no being, no consequence. They can be valued, but remain unreal. So we would be putting our value in what is only smoke and mirrors and illusions and dreams. They can be sought, but they cannot be found. Again, the ego says, seek, but do not find. In fact, seek and you will never find. That is the ego's mantra. Today we will not seek for them, nor waste this day in seeking what cannot be found. Going on a wild goose chase, looking for something, looking for love in all the wrong places. No, I'm not going to do that. It's impossible to see two worlds which have no overlap of any kind. Seek for one, the other disappears, but one remains. They are the range of choice beyond which your decision cannot go. The real and the unreal are all there are to choose between, and nothing more than this. We've had many times where we've said, the Truth is true and nothing else is true. And we'll be saying that again. This course is really about what is true and what is false. The world outside is false. It's impossible to see and have the true and the false at the same time, just as it's impossible to have a grievance and a miracle at the same time. And it says, today we will attempt no compromise where none is possible. I'll just go back. It also teaches, when we are embracing one and not the other, it also teaches that the one you see is quite consistent from the point of view from which you see it. It is all a piece. It's all a piece because it stems from one emotion and reflects its source in everything you see. Remember, the ego speaks first and speaks loudest. So what is it truly I want to see? The practicing today is 6 times 5 minutes each. So we're still doing 30 minutes. And of course, we will do hourly remembrances. It says to go gladly in thanks and gratitude, we gladly give 5 minutes to the thought that ends all compromise and doubt and go beyond them all as one. We will not make 1,000 meaningless distinctions nor attempt to bring with us a little part of unreality as we devote our minds to finding only what is real. In order to find the real, we must give up once and for all what is not real. To have the truth, we have to give up the false. If we are still holding on to just the tailcoat of the false, then we are not going to be able to enter the true, because we are still holding on the hope and the possibility that what I see outside in my perception has some reality for me, and it has none. It says you do not want illusions, and you come to these 5 minutes emptying your hands of all the petty treasures of this world. You wait for God to help you as you say, it is impossible to see 2 worlds. Let me accept the strength God offers me and see no value in this world, that I may find my freedom and my deliverance. Now, that reminds me, okay, we're going to go to lesson 47. God is the strength in which I trust. I can trust in God's strength. God's strength will bring me the deliverance. God's strength will bring me the awareness of what is really true, and that I will choose what is true. And again, let go, let go, let go of the false. Just let it go. Frozen. God will be there, for you have called upon the great unfailing power which will take this giant stride with you in gratitude, nor will you fail to see his thanks expressed in tangible perception and in truth. You will not doubt what you will look upon, for though it is perception, it is the kind of seeing that your eyes alone have ever it is not the kind of seeing that your eyes alone have ever seen before, and you will know God's strength upheld you as you made your choice. God is the strength in which I trust. I trust God to lead me and to guide me, uphold me. Again, it says, dismiss the temptation easily today whenever it arises, merely by remembering the limits of your choice. The limits of your choice, I can only have one. I can choose the real, I can choose the unreal, but I will never find my happiness through the unreal. And then again, throughout the day, to remind ourselves it's impossible to see 2 worlds. I seek my freedom and deliverance, and this is not a part of what I want. Whenever temptation, whenever something comes up that seems to be calling to you, to take you away from the truth of the world that we do want, whenever that happens, so I seek my freedom. This is not a part of what I want. This is not real. I have no need of this, because this is what we must realize. We have to realize where our need, where our joy lies, and what is truly being offered and what is offered truly. That's where we go, and anything else, we can just let it go, not take it in, not spend any time with it, not allow the pettiness of it to clutter our mind, and stay with God. We have great companions. We have strength there. We are not alone in making this choice. We have those mighty companions that will hold us up as we make this giant stride today. I hope that helped. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. Isn't the orchid gorgeous? And please pray. Pray for easy release of what we do not want or need. And on Fridays, I have Zoom class Tuesday nights and Friday evenings. Also, on Fridays we do lessons. Because of the magnitude of the lesson from Monday and Tuesday, of the two worlds, the world I see holds nothing that I want. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. Those are the two lessons that we will be doing on Friday, because it's about lessons. Letting you know that. If you are interested, let me know. Go to my website. The Zoom information is there. Namaste.